Welcome back to Wax Pro UNCUT. This is season 4, episode 8, and I'm Erica.
And I'm Rachel.
And today we have a very special guest with us, Miss Val Lopez. Welcome, Miss Val.
Thank you for having me, you guys.
Thanks for being here.
Yes, I love the exchange of energy.
So we had put out a question box about who wanted to come on the podcast or if there were people local. We're in Phoenix, Arizona, and Val was someone that responded. Thank you for being so willing to come talk to us.
Yeah,
and
thank
tell
you for
your
having
story.
me. I'm like, thank you for like responding to my
Yes.
message. I was like, oh
No.
my God, they responded to me. They want me.
No, we love it. We love talking to other estheticians especially in our hometown, other people in the industry and hearing everyone's story, where they came from, how they started, going solo. And there's a lot of overlap in everyone's journey that we've talked to so far. A lot of them involve beauty school being hard, working at European Wax Center, the struggles of going solo. And so I think throughout the episode, we'll talk about all of that stuff. But to get straight to it, like I said, we had been debriefing about the episode before it started and your beauty school journey. So you started cosmetology program when you were in high school.
Yeah, when I was 16. So it was my junior year.
Your junior year.
Yes.
And you said your parents bought your kit, but that was the only thing that you had to pay for. The school paid for the program, right?
Yep.
Was it that like you did it on campus or did you leave?
No, it was on campus.
It was on campus.
Literally, it was like I went to like my regular classes so I used to be in student government too. So I would be at school at like 7 a.m.
Oh.
And then stay till like 6 p.m. So I was at school for like 12 hours a day. Almost.
So was there an aesthetics program or that wasn't an option? Was it only cosmetology?
No, it was only cosmetology. They did a little bit of aesthetics, but like more of like a blip. Like it might as well have been a grain of salt.
Yeah. And so what made you make the decision to do that? Like, were you a freshman going, oh, when I'm a junior, I want to do that? Or like, how did you come to decide to take advantage of this program?
To just be in like the program itself or just like beauty industry in general?
Both, I guess. Like at what point?
So I guess when I was introduced to like the beauty part of things, I have an older sister.
Okay.
And when I was 12, she colored my hair at home. And I was like, oh my God, this is so fun. I think I'd want to do that. And then, so since I was 12, and then I was like, okay, I want to go do this in high school because she went to Metro Tech High School, which is where I went. And she was taking fashion, but I knew they had cosmetology. And I was just super passionate. And I was just like, I think I want to do this. I think I would have so much fun. Like, I want to do something that I'm not like dreading to do every day when I wake up. And in terms of the program, I've always been like a really A+ student, good girl. And I was just like, I can get into this high school and I can take the program. And then, so when I was 14 going into high school, I was like, okay, they accepted me first of all into the high school, which Metro Tech, they have like certain requirements that they want you to forego before you get accepted. And then I didn't know that you had to wait until you were like a junior to do it, but I was like, okay, like the first 2 years are gonna be just like my regular, and then I got in to cosmetology, and I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, I felt like one of the cool girls because it was like a whole lot to get into there.
Yeah. You're so young, actually, like committed to your future journey, which is really cool. Like I didn't know what I wanted to do when I was a junior in high school. So that's really cool. You have that, moment of clarity.
I think honestly, just growing up with parents who kind of have just stuck to one job for the rest of their life was kind of like, they didn't necessarily come home happy. And so I was kind of like, I want to do something that makes me happy. I don't want to be where they are.
Right.
But like my parents are boomers. So like I could see that. They get stuck in like a cycle of I'm just comfortable, and coming out of my comfort zone is not where I want to be.
Right. I noticed that a lot about millennials, like our age group, that is so different from our parents' generation, is just the mindset shift of like, we don't feel like we need to be in a 9-to-5 for, 20 years and retire from that company. Like we take far more risks. We're far more involved in our happiness and doing something that fulfills us. So I appreciate that a lot about our generation, because it takes balls, to like leave that cushy corporate,
comfortable,
path. And yes, it comes with risk. Yes, it comes with a lot of self-doubt and up and down in money. But to me, it's always been a trade-off that I'm willing to make because I'm far happier doing what I do now. Right.
Totally.
Yeah, of course.
I want to ask, like, okay, cosmetology to aesthetics. What happened there? How did you make that change? Did you get your license for cosmetology? Hours transfer?
So yeah, I didn't go and get my license. You know what? I feel like the part of like the switch that I made, it's kind of a blur. So I got pregnant the end of my junior year, and I was with my kid's dad for like 2 years, and then I got pregnant. So I was with him since I was like a freshman, and then I got pregnant, and then I did cosmetology school, and then I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, I think. But it's kind of like the blur of what exact moment made me think like I want to do something else. Like in cosmetology, well, I'm like, I feel like everything is like so advanced now that, you know, other people who are probably going to school now probably have like way more education and opportunity with things that they learn. So I feel like when you're in school, they're teaching you just enough to pass your boards. And you have to learn a lot of that stuff outside of there. So I feel like I got the blip of whatever they were offering in cosmetology with aesthetics. And I was kind of like, oh, and when we were learning like waxing, I was like, oh, I'm actually good at this. Like, I want to do this, you know? And so after I graduated, because I graduated on time, thank God. Like, I only missed 2 weeks of school.
To have a baby?
Gosh.
Yeah, after I had my son. Well, technically, I only missed 1 week because I had him like a Thursday before fall break.
Oh my God.
I went to school with my diaper on.
No, you
right
did
now.
not.
I did.
Did you hear that? She went to school with her diaper on.
I did.
I'm so proud of you. That's
Thank
huge.
you.
And any
That's
mom out there, or not
crazy.
mom, even like that is an insane thing that you did. I cannot believe that. And your dedication, your commitment to finishing is unmatched.
I
So
just blacked out hearing it. Honestly, I'm like, I could not imagine.
crazy.
No, I mean,
Wow.
I couldn't have done it. I don't want to take all the credit. Like my mother-in-law, she helped me a lot. She ended up resigning from her job to help take care of my son when I was at school. My kid's dad, he actually, at the time, he was working at T-Mobile, and he got to actually get paternity leave
Of
for like
course.
2 weeks. Yeah.
I mean,
and
great. You needed it at the time. But I've talked to so many clients that are like, my husband gets 9 years off to have this baby. And I'm like, cool. We're back to work with a diaper on. It's like, okay. But that's great that you had such a support system.
Oh, yeah. But I wasn't supposed to go to school. They had me excused for like 2 months.
And you're like,
And
I'm
I was
back,
like,
bitches.
no. I was like, I'm going back to school. I was like, I remember like my first week back, I was like breastfeeding my son and stuff, and I was crying. And I was like, I miss my son and all kinds of stuff. But I was like, I need to graduate high school though. And I'm going to go back. I remember my teachers were like looking at the attendance, like, what are you doing here?
Val?
They said you're excused like for so long. And I'm like, for real? Well, I'm here and I'm going to make it
get
happen.
this shit
real?
done.
Yeah, and I remember my friends being like, baby mama is back. I'm like, get out of here, not baby mama.
Right. And you're tiny, so you probably bounced right back because you were so young. And
Yeah, I have 2 kids now.
Oh,
Do you?
what?
Yeah, my son is
Val.
11 and my daughter is going to be 7.
Wow. Good ages. 7-11. Very lucky year.
I know. Yeah, no, it was really hard. I remember like writing my papers with my son and his bouncer on the dinner table, and I was already living with my in-laws at the time. Like I was like 17, I had moved out already, everything. I was like practically a wife at 17.
It's so
Wow.
crazy. It's so
Yeah.
crazy how different people's journeys can be. Like that's crazy. Well beyond your years. But
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, you cosmetology, you did the schooling, decided maybe not exactly for me. You got pregnant, made some changes. You like waxing. So tell us how you ended up getting your aesthetics license and then how you ended up just waxing.
So I used to go to this school. So it's called Steiner Institute of Aesthetics. It doesn't exist anymore.
I remember
think.
Steiner. I remember hiring girls from Steiner.
Oh my
it's
God.
closed. It's not
I don't think it exists anymore.
RIP.
I know.
R.I.P. Steiner.
I'm like, but I mean, I wouldn't say me personally. I don't think it was like the best education I could have gotten. I feel like I could have gotten more. There was just a lot of like turnover with teachers and stuff. And so I feel like it was kind of hard to like learn what I was supposed to learn, you know? But in terms of how I got, so I went in there initially to be learning about, like, I wanted to do facials and I wanted to do all that stuff, right? And then when I was like, wow, I got my first Brazilian there at school. I was the model and it was with soft wax. And I was like, oh my God. I remember being like in front of everybody. I feel like I'm very like, I have risky behavior, but also like I'm shy at the same time. And so when I was doing it in front of the class, like just being the model, I was like, oh my God, like this shit hurts.
Yeah.
Like, I have made a grave mistake.
Yeah.
I was like,
It was at that moment when I knew.
It freezes the voiceover. Yeah. That's so brave.
I was the
How
model.
many people were watching?
Like 15 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't get scared away from it, from waxing.
No, I didn't. You know what? I think it was because I had a baby already.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You're like, I can do anything.
Yeah, I'm like, all these
I'll
people
sacrifice
just ganged up on me when I was like giving birth. I was like, oh, I could do this.
Yeah.
Right. So, but what I mean is, I'm surprised that didn't scare you from wanting to wax.
Oh,
because
yeah.
a lot of girls we talk to in school, they're like, oh no, waxing, and they're scared because they've seen other people in pain, like getting services done in school.
Yeah.
So, how did you?
You know what?
Decide I actually want to do the wax
I don't
service.
even think that was a thought that crossed my mind. Like, oh my God, this shit hurts. And why am I going to do this to other people? I don't know why that never crossed my mind. Now it's making me think like, dang.
You're like, wait, do I like what I do?
Yeah.
No. In terms of, I guess, receiving the service and everything, I think I was just like, wow, I'm good at this. Like when I was starting to service like my peers, and I was like, I'm really good at this. I think I'm gonna do it. And then I kind of, I guess, geared away from like the facial part of it. But yeah, skincare was like my goal when I went to school though. And then not that I didn't learn anything. Obviously, you need to learn all that for waxing too, for the aftercare and all that stuff. But I think I was just like, okay. And then my teacher was telling me about like, you know, European Wax Center could get your foot through the door too. So I remember after I graduated from Steiner, I think it was like 2-3 months after I put in an application and I got hired, and I was like, my foot's in the door. And then I went to like my 2 weeks of training and all that stuff. And I was like, I love this. And
What years were you there?
I think like, I want to say 2016, 2017.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so I was on and off with European Wax Center for like 8-something years. Yeah, because I got pregnant with my daughter and my pregnancies were terrible.
Ugh.
And so I had to take a break and just not work anymore because I was just constantly throwing up and I was sick all the time. And so I was on and off with them, but I still love what I do. Obviously, I'm like, I took the big leap of opening my own thing, and I literally did not really have a plan.
When you left, you mean to go solo?
Yeah. So I didn't really have like a big old plan. I was just like, I want to open my own thing. And I didn't really have like my finances weren't in order. I was just kind of like, okay, I'm going to jump and hope I land.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so do you currently rent a space? Like, what does your studio look like?
I rent a space. It's actually my second space because my first space was more in like East Phoenix. So I was like on 32nd Street in Indian School, and I was in Salon Boutique. And yeah.
In your space now, where is it?
It's on 7th Street between Camelback and Missouri.
Oh, we're so close to each other.
That's a great location.
Yeah, my salon is on 7th Street in like Bethany Home.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, by Christo's, like in that strip with like Christo's and the Happy Factory. I'm right there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're neighbors.
I'm right. I'm like literally like the next street from Pizza Heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very close. Okay, we should meet for lunch.
Yeah.
How funny.
That's awesome.
It's so funny though that we all just like coexist. We're
Yeah.
just all, or being
Among
around each other at all times. But that's awesome.
So your current spot, is it a salon suite?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
And so how long was the time between your first suite and your second suite?
2 years.
2 years.
So I was at my first suite for 2 years, and then it was a place that I kind of just like jumped into because I needed like a space to start. Because I was like, after I left European Wax Center, I think I was waxing out of my apartment for like, I want to say like 4 or 5 months. And then I was like, oh, I couldn't do it. It was in my living room.
Yeah, that's hard.
Were you faced with any trouble when you left European, like being served any sort of?
No, I feel like I was very discreet.
Tactful.
Yeah.
Departure.
There was just certain people that I didn't tell because I was just like, oh, I don't know if I could trust this person to not say anything to anybody. So I feel like I kind of left with kind of having to build my clientele again because there was a lot of things happening at that time at my center, and it was kind of just going downhill. And I was just like, oh, I don't need anything else to be stressing me out right now. I gave literally like my 2 weeks. I had 2 weeks to tell anybody that I could see about me leaving.
Did people find you afterwards, clients? Like reach out through social media or whatever?
Yeah, because they would follow me on Instagram or whatever. And I was just like, oh my God. Like I even told them like, you can't, you need to text me.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, I can't be like the first one to message you about this, this and that. And then
that's
they're
one
like,
thing that's changed a lot. Like when we started European Wax Center, it was 2009. Like that was a long time ago.
Gosh.
Yeah. We were like the founding fathers.
The
founding mothers.
Wigs on.
Right.
The George Washington wigs.
When we started though, people had just transitioned off of MySpace to Facebook, right? There was no Instagram. Instagram came like later on. So it was hard for clients to get a hold of us. Like they would call the front desk and be like, do you know where so-and-so went? Can I have her number? And, you know, obviously working at the company, you'd be like, sorry, you can't, right? You sign all these policies. You could get in trouble, get fired, whatever. But that's, you know, one benefit for the gals now is that your clients could always find you and stay with you.
I know. And I love the clients that stuck with me. I've had clients now for like 5 or 6 years that they're like, oh my God, or I had a client the other day and I've known her since she was a teenager and now she's like in her 20s.
Isn't that
stuff.
so fun?
It's so
I know that's
weird.
honestly one of my favorite parts about the job that I forget about. Like I've been waxing girls like from their eyebrows for prom
To Brazilian?
to now the Brazilian.
That's weird to
and
me.
And now they're like having babies and getting married. And I'm like, oh my God, I watched you grow up. It's just crazy. Like you've been in the industry long enough now that you watch their whole character arc. I'm like, now you're a wife.
I am waxing people's kids.
I know.
That's what's weird.
Yeah.
Like literally, they're 12, 13, and one of them's getting their license. And I'm like, wait a damn minute.
You were just pregnant with that.
Like, what's happening?
I know.
How old am I?
Well, I used to like hate when like family members would do that of like, you've gotten so big. And now I'm the one doing that to people. Like, oh my God.
Right.
It's so annoying, but it's true.
Are you sure you're not a boomer? No, just kidding.
Actually, I think that I am.
So talking about clients, obviously you've had a lot of clients now, as far back as even when you were in high school, because you were servicing clients there. So tell us about one of like your most memorable client experiences that you'd like to share with the audience.
When I sent you the questionnaire to build out the episode, you had written in there that specific story of you sharing the woman that shared her story with you. And I was like, I want her to tell this story on the podcast.
Yes. So this was, I think, my first year of waxing too. Like I was a baby waxer. And this woman came in and she just wanted her eyebrows done. And she's like, this is my first time. I'm so nervous. Like I've never done anything really for myself. And I'm like, really? Like nothing? And she's like, no. And she's telling me how leading up to this, like the things that have happened in her life, like her in the middle of it, her divorce, her ex-husband tried to kill himself because she wanted to divorce him.
Oh, Jesus.
So he tried to commit suicide. And she was just like, and in the middle of all that, she's like, I just kind of came to like the realization that like, you know, I have to live for myself. And then she's like, now I'm dating someone who really loves me and would never put me in that position. And she's like, he encourages me to do stuff like this.
He's
for
like,
myself.
you need your brows done. Go get your brows
He's
done.
like, I'm looking at you and you need your brows done.
No, but that's so sweet.
Yeah, but she was like, after I did her eyebrows and everything, you know, I took her through the European Wax Center step. You know, like
the 4-step process.
Oh my God.
I used to get it tattooed like on the back
I know.
of her.
They used to drive me so nuts.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Because they used to be on your ass about that all the time.
Yeah.
Did you do the 4-step process?
When someone's telling you like a really intense story and they're like, and my husband, and you're like, hold that thought. Now this is the second step. Like it's so robotic, but
I know, I
don't
hate
miss
that. And I feel like clients could feel that too.
Yes.
They're probably like,
hate to interrupt you, but
Right.
No.
Well, that's huge. And so you have said that you've like to position yourself in your suite as a safe space and a safe haven for all clients, but specifically women. Do you have many male clients or is your clientele mostly women?
It's mostly women right now, but I'm trying to branch off and be more out of my comfort zone. like I plan to like go out like maybe to some gay bars and stuff like that because I'm inclusive.
She loves the gay boy. I mean, we all do, but she's got a ton of gay clients.
I love the gays.
She loves the gays, but that's a really good idea.
Yeah,
the gay bar,
and go
just throw your card in the air.
I'm like, here, come on. Yeah, so yeah, I decided to be inclusive because I feel like there's not a lot of I feel like waxers in the valley that try to gear towards men deserving some self-care too. Like obviously I love all the girls, you know, like I'm a girl's girl too, but like I feel like having my son too, I'm like, I would, you know, like I want my son to be able to live in a world where guys can have the same treatment in that sense, I guess.
Yeah, you guys are.
Yeah, that was my jam for sure. But I think it's actually hearing it out loud is so ironic because for almost always women were fighting for equal rights for men, and now we're talking about
We're like, men
equal
need their
rights,
assholes waxed.
right?
Justice for the men.
Yeah, make men's assholes hairless again.
Yes.
But no, I'm with you. It's like it shouldn't even be a thing. Like, why is it even a thing? Like this whole movement of, and it's really just insecure straight guys, to be honest with you. Oh my God, that's fucking gay. It's like, what? You like having a hairy
it's only gay
butthole?
if you make it gay. Or
Yeah,
you gay.
yeah. You like having a hairy butthole, and you think wiping your poops with hair is cleaner than no hair?
This is not where I thought that this was going.
No,
but
it's just
I'm
crazy.
here for it.
Yeah.
No.
But even their eyebrows, like I think that they, you know, the stigma around that and waxing, men's waxing specifically, I think there can be a huge shift. And I see the movement happening.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I have more male clients now than ever before, or people reaching out like, how much for those services? Where could I go for those? Where like that the conversation wasn't even happening.
Right.
Before.
Like if you see some of our Instagram, TikTok posts where we're just educating people on like, hey, like waxing's for dudes too. Those posts have a ton of engagement from men because they're curious. They're just like, they don't know who to go to.
They're just
so
dipping their
yeah,
toe.
I mean, let's share the marketplace. Let's do it. I'll go
know.
to the gay bar with you and we'll just go get new clients.
girls' night out.
I know.
Well, okay, so but making your clients feel safe in the suite, like how do you do that? Like what is something that you do, or how do you make your clients feel like your suite is like a safe haven or a place that they can kind of leave their insecurities at the door? Is there anything you do specifically, or I mean, we've known you now in person a very short amount of time, and I can feel your energy.
At least an hour we've known you.
I've known you an hour, but I can feel your energy. Like, you know, you could just tell like good people. And so I'm guessing that's why your clients probably just gravitate towards your energy.
So I feel like there's one tension breaker that kind of makes them feel comfortable when I tell them that I wax myself and I give myself my own Brazilian. They're like, what? And then they're
okay,
kind of
she's
like,
cool.
Yeah, they're like, oh, she's
cool and flexible.
Also too, like obviously, like I said, like a majority of my clientele are women, and I'm like, we all have the same body parts here. Like we're what is the best thing that we do? Or I guess us waxers, or what we're listening to, like trauma dumping all the time.
Yes.
I feel like that kind of is like the icebreaker where they're like, oh, and then they can kind of just relax a little. Or
you have to like lay some of your trauma out on the table too, and they're like, okay.
Yeah,
This
you test the waters. I always do that with memes with like new friends. Like recently, I told a friend
funny.
in my DMs, I was like, I'm gonna send this to you. If you like it, take it.
Leave this
If
right
not,
here.
send it right back. You do the same in the room. Just like feel it out.
Yeah.
If you're not fucking with me,
Oh,
that's
gosh.
okay.
Yeah. I know. I feel like a little cuss words here and there. They're like, oh, she's chill.
She's a normal person.
Oh, she says fuck.
She's a cool waxer.
I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that's great. So I do realize that you offer anal bleaching.
Yes, I do.
Me too.
Do you really?
There's so much that we share in common, but
I know, I'm like, are you guys the same person?
Yeah, it's like
It's like looking in the mirror.
right. So tell us about why you started offering that service. Is it like pretty popular? What percentage of your clients do you think do it?
So what started me? So I think it was more of like people were asking me about it. I feel like even when I worked at European Wax Center, they're like, do you know anybody who does this?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of, I guess, like the consistent questioning.
Inquiry about it.
Yeah. And then when I opened my own thing, I was like, oh, and then I went to the beauty convention that's in Vegas that they have every year.
You went?
Yes.
The IECSE?
Yeah.
We were there. Did you see us?
Wait, this last year you went?
No.
Oh, years ago.
It was
Okay.
a few years
It's
ago.
like, did you see
Then
us?
we weren't
Everyone
there.
saw us.
No, I didn't get to go. But I wanted to go, but no. I went and then they were holding
And
like
anal bleaching.
Yeah.
It was the one class that was slated that we wanted to see, but we missed it.
Yeah, they
each
literally had a
day.
whole live model, like cheeks out, everything.
So was it, what's the brand? The
right?
Right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we actually are so excited because in the new year, that's like on our top to do is a collab with Bright. They sent us like the kit to learn and to get to use in our own and then talk about and bring to people. And hopefully we'll have some sort of a discount code or whatever. But when you wrote that in the questionnaire, like I offer intimate bleaching, I was like, I want to hear everything about it from you. Like how comfortable you are doing it. Yes. Like how many clients do you do one a day? How often are you adding it on?
Like, I want to say that I'm doing it like right now, because I feel like I'm not as good as advertising it as I could be. Just because obviously like Brazilians is like my most favorite service. But I love intimate bleaching. Like in terms of anal bleaching, I feel like it's easier to, I guess, encourage a client when you're already in their butthole.
Right. I'm here.
While I'm here. Or they're like, when you're back there, they're like, does it look like,
You're like, yes, it is so dark. You know what you need. They're like, I thought this was a safe space.
I'm like, they're like, no, tell me. And I'm like,
Have you ever considered bleaching your butthole?
We're like, I'm going to hand you a mirror.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
I know.
Taking photos.
Because
all right,
anal,
enough.
but intimate bleaching is all of the things, right? Because like the leg
Everything.
crease,
I feel like the most like asked about ones or the ones that I service is inner thigh, labia skin lightening.
Yep.
Interesting.
And the butt crack.
Yeah, and the butt crack.
Sorry, not to answer for you,
No,
but
no.
I was agreeing.
I didn't
No,
even
yeah.
consider the labia.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because you
forgot all about her.
Yeah, because like a lot of my clients are moms too. I feel like I attract a lot of moms.
Yep.
And I'm like, is it because I'm a mom?
Probably.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like it's a lot of moms, and obviously I feel like a lot of the discoloration comes from them having kids or a hormonal fluctuation, or it's genetic. Like
Yep.
a lot of my clientele are Hispanic, and I feel like that's a big, it could be like a big genetic reason why we have.
I find most of my clients is from friction.
Yep.
Yep. A lot of ex-athletes, like their inner thighs are pretty dark. That's how I started learning, was like one of my friends who's a client. She like one time shows me, she's like, look. And I was like, we got to fix that. There's got to be a way to fix that, you know? And so I started with mandelic acid.
Okay.
So I started with rollers, like the rollers you would use for your face. To like open the skin and do mandelic acid, but that it's very, slow process. It takes like literally month over month for like 6+ months. So it wasn't as instant. So I'm excited to use Brighten. It's called Brighten Up.
It's
right?
Brighten Up, yeah. But
And
you
by
just
the
say
way,
Brighten.
shout out Luba, because Luba sent us a whole ass kit. So we're gonna do some cool stuff for sure.
I
in the
love
new
Luba.
year.
I got to meet her at
Did
the
you?
convention. She has like the best energy.
Energy.
Yeah, like she is the person that is gonna shake ass with you if you ask her to.
Yeah. I love that.
Love that
So do
for
you still
sure.
use Bright products?
Yeah,
since
I
we-
do.
Yeah.
I've already gone. I'm on my second set of it actually.
That's
and you
awesome.
can a little bit goes a long way. You literally only need like half a pump maybe.
What are the biggest results you've seen? Like, do you have a client that stands out in your mind that the transformation's been massive?
I think yeah, there's a client that I have. I love her to death. She's been going through a big weight loss journey, and she had her underarms lightened. And she still comes to me when she can to pay for the service, obviously. She's a single mom, so I can see why she hasn't come in a while. But she was super insecure about her underarms. Like she wouldn't even wear certain things to the gym and all kinds of things. And now she's like so confident. And I've seen her like grow from when her weight loss journey like had just started and to now, and she has grown so much in terms of just spiritually and everything. And
Rachel's gonna cry.
Not yet. Give me a couple more episodes.
No, yeah, I did about I think I've done like 8 sessions on her.
Okay.
But I feel like sometimes it can be difficult when your client is going through a weight loss journey, because like skin does its own thing, you know?
Yeah.
The skin's on its own journey. The
Yeah.
skin's like, I'm not done yet.
No,
Yeah.
really
Stop.
though. Like
But
just the elasticity
yeah, it
and
has
everything.
gone like even so like I have like this big fat mirror in my studio that came with my
Not
studio.
a skinny mirror, a fat mirror.
Big fat
She's
mirror.
thick. And you can kind of see yourself in the mirror when you're getting waxed, and she'll be like, "Oh my god, that's mine!" I'm like, "Yes,
Yes,
girl."
girl.
Yeah." And with bright, sometimes you can notice immediately after. So I try to make my best effort to do it before and after.
Yes.
But you know, I feel like sometimes we suck
Why is
at
it
that.
so hard?
I forget
I'll tell
the
my
after.
client,
I forget
I'm like,
the
don't
after.
leave until I take a picture of you. And they're like, yeah, okay. And we don't remember.
Yeah.
It's so hard. You need to like
It's
write it on the door.
Short term. That's why it's like waxers. All of us. It's instant gratification. We want to pull it out, see it,
Yeah.
and then we forgot. We're
Yeah.
like,
I know. I'm like, why is it so hard? It's such a simple
Squirrel.
task, and we get
Yeah.
it. We're like, oh shit.
yeah.
Everything
Yes.
else going on in the room.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that you're having a positive journey. I'm glad to hear that we're going to be using the same things. We'll have to connect on it once we get it
Yeah.
rolling in the new year. But so next, now from a hard pivot of anal bleaching to rebranding. So originally when we first talked on social media,
Yeah.
you were
I was Luna Beauty AZ.
Luna Beauty AZ.
Mhm.
And now you are
The strip joint. Mhm.
And so we want to talk about the rebrand and like what brought you to changing your name, how you came up with the new name, why.
Which PS, super cute branding.
Yeah.
You've got it
We
on.
love it.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
cute.
I made the beanie and the shirt. By
Did you
myself.
really?
Yeah. Well, like I had the
Nice.
shirt already, and then the beanie. I think I found it like a random K Momo.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Hey
and then
Momo, keeping it real. If you know, you know.
I love
know.
that.
Rachel,
No, it's super
Rachel
cute.
doesn't know.
I do.
You do? Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Momo.
Oh yeah. For what? To buy something for Eric? I know it wasn't for you.
No, I don't know right now, but I know I've been in one. Okay.
Okay. I
But
probably took
back
her.
to the branding.
um,
So, because you were Luna Beauty for 10 years?
no, because my brand just turned 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so 3
so-
years. So 3 years, and then
so-
you made the switch really recently.
Yeah, so I think at that time, I was going through a lot in my life, and I kind of was like, I want to say in my witchy era.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, Luna Beauty. I mean, I feel like a lot of my spiritual journey has been like moon related, I guess.
I love
I'm
that.
like, yeah.
We just had a moon moment.
Mm-hmm.
But go on.
Again,
talk about us.
Squirrel.
Yeah, Luna Beauty.
So that was my name. I stuck with it. I was like, it's simple, it's cute, and it matched my vibe at the time. But
Yeah.
then like I feel like I'm always looking to grow as a person. And so as I've gone through, I guess, my own journey of life, like me being a mom to an 11-year-old now,
Mhm.
and you know, coming from having a baby at 17, I've seen a lot of versions of myself die.
Mm-hmm.
And then also be
R.I.P..
reborn, right? And I'm like, and that's the only way to go, right? So I feel like in the middle of, a lot of people have a lot going on right now. I feel like, you know, the world is going through a lot. And I was just like, you know, I don't feel like Luna Beauty matches me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to pivot away from there. And I was like, okay. So I was like, ChatGPT, help me.
Who should I be now?
Right.
Who am I?
Yeah.
Zoolander.
Right. I was like, help me. And you know, like ChatGPT, like it listens to you. You know, when you're typing, you're like, it like saves all this information.
Yeah.
It's like this big old brain of things. And so I was like, help me, you know, create this new name for my new rebranding of just life and just me in general.
Right. And it
so-
starts asking you questions.
Yeah.
You're like,
They're like, do you want a baddie vibe? Do you want it spicy?
You're like,
You're like,
yes. Duh.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like, do you want it what was it? Or do you want it savage? Do
He
you
said,
kinda
how
want
do
it?
you want it? You're like, oh,
I know.
what's happening right now?
I know, and I was laughing because I think one of them was like, do you want it like a little bit ratchet?
You're like,
Yeah.
okay, yes.
Yeah.
I found myself.
Yes.
And I
So
was like, you
good.
know what? And then yeah, one of the names was the strip joint, and I was like, oh my God. And I was
Bingo.
like,
It's super marketable. It's catchy.
It's so cute.
It's provocative.
yeah.
Gets the people going.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, yeah, it's definitely a conversation starter for sure.
Mm-hmm. Where do you work?
Um,
The strip joint?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like,
Which
what?
one?
Yeah.
Not highlighter.
No. But that's like it takes a lot to decide you're gonna do it and to do it because I mean it's scary to make a change like that, especially when you're an established business and you're like, can I change my name? Like, will people know who I am? Am I going to lose my brand visibility that I've already built? Like, that it is a risk for sure.
Yeah.
Can I do it? And I mean, we went through that. We talked about in a previous podcast of like, we were the Wax Pro Academy on Instagram, and like our social media manager at the time was like, it's not working, you guys. Like, nobody wants to follow.
No one wants to follow
a school
an
or an academy.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, no. And so he's like, you guys should be something different. And we like accidentally changed it to the Wax. I just threw it out. There was no thought. I said, should we just be like the Wax Pros? And Erica's like, let me just see if it's available. And accidentally changed it.
Like as I was looking it up, like on Instagram, like
switch. And so we're like,
I was like,
okay, I guess we're the Wax Pros now.
I did it.
It was like one of the biggest shifts in our business that we saw to date. Like we went from barely inching and getting followers to like massive growth overnight. Because people, of course, like, there's people
strategy behind that too. But
yes,
the name has a lot to do with it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I love that when you were like, I'm actually rebranding. I was like, I want you to tell people about it, of like not being afraid to do it, realizing you've grown out of something and something's not serving you any longer. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? You remain with like just your clients you have currently. Like, sure, if you're in your first month of business and you change your name 6 times, like that's not a great look. No. But if you, you know, if you've done what you, just like you said, like my brand's turning 3 and I feel like it didn't serve me anymore and I wanted to pivot, like, great, you should. Just like you're not going to stay at a job like our generation that you don't like anymore. Why? Like we have all these resources available to us. Like, be who you want to be.
Right.
I know.
Be the strip joint.
What would you tell estheticians that like are maybe thinking about a rebrand or just evolving? Like, what do you tell them? What advice would you give them?
I feel like, me personally, I feel like you're never going to feel ready. I feel like you're going to just have to do it and like be like, it's going to happen and everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to. Because I'm like, I feel like my anxiety, I'm such an anxious person. So I was like, oh man, now I have to freaking talk to the state board and change my license and pay for something else. And then you have to go through the IRS and change all your stuff and all kinds of things. So I think that was my anxiety. I don't think I was more of like, people know me as this. So it's not like I'm not gonna, I guess, keep gaining more clientele or lose anything.
Right.
And I feel like since I've changed my name in the last few months, I have been getting more traffic because of the name. They're like, yeah, I passed your name on Google. And that was like they're like, oh, and then my pink hair that I used to have. They're like, yeah, your pink hair is what got me. Because sometimes when I get new clients, I'm like, so what was it about me? Yeah.
What was it? And they're like, here's your hair.
Right.
I know. I'm like,
what made you swipe? What is it, left or right?
Swipe.
I don't know.
Left is... God, we
don't do dating apps, so we don't do dating apps mainly because Rachel's married. So
I'm not on. I never was. I missed it, but I don't. Whichever way you swipe to say yes,
it's okay. I don't know either.
Yeah. All right.
Good.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that like you made the change and it worked out, and you're seeing positive feedback from it because that, you know, like we said, it's risky, and so you don't want to feel like, oh, what have I done? So that's great. Love that for you.
Love everything that you've shared with us too. How fun. We're going to get into the last segment here, which is our rapid fire questions.
Oh God.
I think this is Rachel's favorite part.
But they're just like really not that rapid. They're just short. So it's just like your industry favorites, basically.
Okay. Right.
So like what wax do you use in Sweet?
You know, I have I don't know about you guys, but I feel like sometimes I'll get bored and I'll want to try something else. Yes. But I've tried, and I love the owner. Her name is, her brand name is Melt Wax brand.
Okay.
And I remember one of the first waxes I used and I loved it. It's clear. It's called Glazed Donut. It smells so good.
Okay. We met them at the trade show.
Yeah, we tried their coconut one.
Oh, yeah, I love it too. Yeah, I think I loved it too because I think I was part of like when she first like launched her stuff, and I was like, oh, and then I would just always laugh because my clients would come in and be like, oh my God, your room smells so good. I'm like, it's the wax. Or I would put it on their lip and they're like, what is that?
That is the wax.
So yeah, Melt Wax brand. I've also used Waxness, but I've used different ones. The one that I'm using right now, I think it's like hot pink. I don't remember what. I think it's like pomegranate something.
Oh, we haven't tried that one. Have you tried that one?
It makes your room smell good too.
It's like a candle.
Do you like Waxness?
Yeah, I do. I wouldn't say all of their, like, obviously, like, I feel like we try a lot of wax to see what we like and what we're gonna stick to, but I feel like it could be a hit or miss. You just have to know what kind of wax you like. Like, do you like a hybrid? Do you like the creamy? Do you like
for sure.
yeah, like it just
I don't
depends on
think
like,
a lot of waxers know the difference between formulations because it could totally make or break your experience. Like even just, where you live, the climate, your room,
Yeah.
and try different stuff. Like don't just stick to one wax your entire journey. You don't know how much better your services could be with maybe a different
Well, I think
type
I'm
of
a
formula.
testament to that. Like I use Waxness Blue hard wax. That's what's in all of our videos. I've used it for years. Once we started Wax Pro and really started gaining traction and getting like PR boxes from all this stuff and trying all these brands, like I don't like blue. I probably will never use it again. And I used it for how many years straight just because I was like, it's all I know.
She's
Yeah.
a very
Your
loyal
comfort
gal.
zone?
Yes,
like
my comfort zone. I was like, I don't
when
know.
I
can't.
started my waxing journey, which was way later on because I started, operations management, stuff like that. Rachel was using Baratin and she was just
Which is
so
expensive.
committed to Baratin. And I was like, no, my nerdy self, my glasses, I'm like, I've done a cost analysis and you absolutely have to try this wax. And she did like it, stuck with it for years. So I think a lot of waxers are like us, where it's like you just get into something and then you stick with it. But yeah, don't be scared to try it out. We've talked about this in other episodes. Ask for, trials. They
Well,
have
and
samples.
I think it can be overwhelming because most of us have either a 5 or a 10 pound pot. And you're like, I don't want to buy like a huge bulk amount to fill. And you're not going to buy a little sample size and dump it in. Now they've got silicone inserts that you can put into your big wax pot or invest in a little dual warmer. Those things are like $50.
Yeah.
Like they've
Yeah.
got
Amazon.
really cheap warmers.
They even have the singles for like
that you can with a
$25
silicone pot, and
seriously.
then now you can just get samples and try stuff. It feels way less intimidating to try it that way than to like get a big amount and put it in your pot. What if you hate it? It's
never
expensive.
get something new
No.
in bulk order.
No,
That's
use
for
the
sure.
little pots. But we love waxes, but I agree with you. There's some that are a hit and some that are a miss, but you just got to kind of figure out which ones. Have you ever used soft wax or are you just a hard wax girl?
no, I use soft wax. I feel like I mostly use it on legs though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have done it with bikini services too. But it's like you were talking about comfort zone. Like I love hard wax on a Brazilian.
For sure.
That's my favorite. I'm like, that's what I got taught with, and I was like, I just like it a lot better. That's just me though. But
I just the stickiness gets me on the soft wax. I have used it too. That was supposed to be rapid fire.
Sorry,
but
that's
we
what I
got
said, they're
derailed.
not really
all right.
rapid.
Let's get back to
wasn't rapid.
rapid.
Okay, favorite aftercare product.
So I had been using Bush Balm for a long time, and not that I'm not like with it. I love their oil, and now I've been using Agent 88 with Lady Ping, and I really love it. I feel like clients love it too, and it's just so much easier to work with. I feel like it's just like quick, like after.
Okay.
And
Have you tried that?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either, but I've seen it on socials. So
Yeah, and I haven't yet started selling it in there just because I was trying it with all my clients too, and obviously you try it on yourself, I feel like a lot of the times too, like me personally, I always tell my clients I'm not gonna try to sell you anything that I haven't used on myself.
Yeah, that's called integrity.
I know.
Job
We
well
love
done,
integrity.
Val.
she's like, wait, I'm doing it right?
You are doing it right.
Yes.
What is one of your client pet peeves?
When they know the policies of like my cancellation window and they're just still like, can I reschedule?
But it doesn't apply to
please?"
me though, right?
Right, you love me.
Right, you
Or they're
love
like,
me,
well,
right?
I'm rescheduling. I'm like, it's still a same day cancellation though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
It's the
I'm
same.
like,
Yeah, rescheduling the same day is like seriously.
Or
really
like
canceling.
saying you booked a full leg and then you just want to do your lip. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go fuck myself now. What is your favorite service to perform and then favorite service to get done?
Yeah, I'd have to say Brazilian waxing. Like, no matter who it is, like, I just feel like that's just my favorite thing. I feel like that's when the client is like, they spill the tea too.
Oh, yeah.
That's like, they're like, okay, well, everything else is out, so I'm just gonna about to tell you just everything that about me. I'm gonna tell you my lore.
Crack open my soul.
Yeah.
Let me show you
Since
everything.
I'm cracking open my legs, I'm gonna crack
Right?
open my soul.
Well, that, and I feel like it's the biggest or the best service for retention because they trust you because it's an intimate service. Like, Eyebrows, yes, if they love the way you did them. Lip, they liked your energy and your vibe. But if you can nail their Brazilian, I'm like, they're going to come back to you forever.
I know so much trust. They trust you so much.
know.
I feel like we're saving relationships.
I know.
You know,
One
saving the
vagina at a
world.
time.
Yeah.
That's what's going on there.
Ruining. Like, you should leave him.
No, for real. I know.
Have we broken up with him yet?
I know.
Yeah, like, oh.
When you're in between the client's legs and they say something, you're like, girl.
Excuse me.
If there's any men watching, now you know that if your girl broke up with you after wax, you already know what happened.
It came from your waxer.
It came from your wax.
We know
down the chain.
We know
It's
all
okay.
the things that we didn't think we were going to know about you.
I
We
know.
be saying like, oh, another BV yeast infection. Interesting. Ever think that it might be the man? No.
Let me just put this out there.
just wondering. All right.
So Brazilian for both. You like to get
Yes,
give
I
and
like.
get.
Yeah, I like to receive it too. Obviously, I do it to myself.
I know.
But still, I feel like a brand new person when I do it. I'm like, yay, I'm clean.
I'm clean. I'm a clean
I know.
girl.
It really is like the best. So
For sure. Okay. Last two questions.
Okay.
First one being, what is one thing you wish every SD understood, every waxer understood about running your own business?
Oh, wish they understood. Every SD?
Maybe not everyone's going to understand, but like what's words of advice that you'd want to give an SD that's like, help me out. Leave me with something good.
That's a hard one. I think you finally got me stuck on something.
well, I feel like I'll answer for you now that I know you so well since we've been together for a full hour. I think your integrity, right? So like your integrity is everything. And so the way that you handle client care, the products that you recommend, your vibe in the suite, all of that like matters so much. I think that like just doing, not every client is your client. Not all money is good money, right? And so like if you can truly build this community of people that like you really vibe with and that they respect you and your business, I think it would set everybody up for more success than to just like cast this huge wide net and like bring in as many clients as possible. Like, no, you truly want to build a community.
Right.
And I like just looking from the outside in at your profile and your clientele and your vibe, I feel like you do that really well. So
thank you. Yeah.
that's
and,
your answer. Okay.
Yeah. And I want to time
She's like, yes,
I want to time off of what
integrity.
you said
Yes.
though, when you were like, not all money is good money. You're right. Like I've had clients that would be willing to just throw whatever at me, but I feel like some of those clients have been like, they weeded themselves out and they're not my client anymore. You're not everybody's cup of tea and they're not going to be yours. But yeah, I've had clients that are just willing to throw money at me, but they drained me. And I was just like, oh, it's not worth it. And I feel like the older I've gotten, I'm like, no, I want my peace and the money's not going to be enough for that.
That's right.
That's the next hat is like, at what cost?
At what cost?
What cost? Because it's so true. I still, to this day, have a few of those. And I'm like, I own my own business. Why do I still service these people?
Yeah.
Like, I could tell them to kick rocks, but
I don't have to wax your butt.
No, just like I see them on my schedule 5 days in advance. And I'm like, oh, God.
Jesus.
And I hate that. Like, we shouldn't have to do that. And the ones that truly do drain you and they don't fill up your cup. Yeah, I agree. So,
Yeah, and you just have to take that big old deep breath, like, have to see them again.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the last question, Miss Val, is what legacy do you hope to leave behind in the industry? Like what your slice of pie, what's that look like?
That I feel like waxing, specifically, I guess Brazilian waxing, it shouldn't be sexualized anymore. I feel like a lot of maybe not estheticians per se, but just in general, the world just thinks like, oh, us women especially do it for a men's
Pleasure.
Yeah, and I don't want it to be that way. I want it to be like we're doing it because we want to do it for ourselves,
Self-care.
to feel clean.
Yeah.
So some of my clients say, like, when they want to get a Brazilian wax, they're like, I'm tired of my pubes hanging out of my leggings.
Same,
when I'm
girl.
at the gym, and I'm like, oh my God, like I just think that's so funny when people are just, we have the intimate services, so they tell us everything that we wouldn't think possible that we would ever know about anybody, and it could be the first time they meet us.
Right.
Yeah.
Even things we don't want to know. But
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like, I don't want it to be as taboo, I feel like, as it still is. And I feel like, the wormhole of it being more accepted as not just a sexual thing,
But self-care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
It's a
you're,
great answer.
you're
And it's
doing
for
a
everybody.
great job
Thank
at
you.
doing that already, just by being yourself, creating a welcoming environment, being genuinely, authentically yourself. Like that alone is a huge contribution to the industry. So
I think so too. Your brand speaks to it, your energy.
yeah,
all
love the
things, so.
brand.
Thank
Definitely
you.
the energy. And we thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for
And
coming.
That's a wrap.
Do we need to
So
say
excited.
like, what do we say? What's our ending normally?
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. I'm Erica. We have to do our
Again
outro.
at the end. We
Yeah,
say that
don't
at the
we?
end.
Don't
No.
we normally?
No, we never do that.
Okay,
at the
well, we
end.
need to just say more than that's a wrap.
This is our
So-
32nd episode, and
I
she's
know.
like, "Don't we do that?"
Okay, so then thank you for watching or listening.
Thank you for watching or listening.
Okay, that's fine.